You find yourself venturing into a world that is unfamiliar to you in every single way. All you have to your name is your wits and a broken phone that has no internet. But wait, you have the MidFall Podcast in your hands. Here you can listen to the tales of your three hosts, Luis, Josh, and Jared, as they venture through their own creative woes and whatnots. Get ready to be entertained through your wildest dreams as you conquer and face this new threatening world.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the MidFall Podcast. This is episode 12. My name is Josh. I am joined today by two compatriots of mine, all part of MidFall. We got the main man, Lush, or Luis, if you want to call him that.
Hello.
And then we got the main music maestro, Jared. How you doing?
Hello.
All right, so this episode is episode 12, as I just said, and we're winding down from Halloween. And there's going to be some non-Halloween questions on this one. It's going to be more targeted towards food and Thanksgiving and Black Friday. And I actually wanted to make some announcements before I got right to those, because we did do some things recently. The major stuff is still doing, like the clothing stuff, we're still looking into all that stuff. No major changes on those, but Black Midfall has come out, and if Luis or Jared want to shine some light on that, just in case the viewers want to learn anything new about it or get some interest in it, we also have our link tree down below to check out stuff there. So go ahead and tell them anything new when it comes to Black Midfall, guys.
Essentially, when it comes to that, it's still on all platforms. You can find it anywhere: YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, all that kind of stuff. I've still been really liking it, especially when it comes up on my playlist, on my life playlist, and I'm like, oh, this is a good song, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's me. It's pretty cool. Keep it streaming it. And what is new about it is we are testing clothing samples as well that are Black Midfall themed for the website. The website is coming soon. It'll probably be out hopefully by the time, at least maybe a sample or two. At least hoodies, maybe, possibly. But yeah. Other than that, just more music on the way. Like I was saying last time, the floodgates are open now. So whenever I get free time to make music, I've just been coming up with stuff, and with that purpose of oh yeah, I actually kind of want to release this, or making it I'm gonna release something, so more of that kind of stuff on the way.
Yeah. So then with Black Midfall, we did have that release recently, and it's going to be linked down below in our link tree, like I said earlier. But I do want Jared to shine some light on two things when it comes to the podcast. It's on Spotify, and also the new video you published on No Respawn, Jared.
Absolutely. So yes, like Mr.Yosh just said, the MidFall Podcast is now available on Spotify as well. There'll be a link in the description right down below for you to access and check out. You can listen to it whenever you want. Currently, right now, we have about the first 7 episodes of the MidFall Podcast available to y'all. That way y'all can get through the videos, enjoy them a little bit. And then soon enough, we will be uploading the rest of them as well, just to catch up with the YouTube channel that has already have, I believe, 11 episodes at the moment. So once all that's caught up, it'll be at the regular times, Tuesday at 8 a.m. I know we've been a little inconsistent about that. However, we'll make sure that it gets out right on time for y'all. And also, we have a very special video coming out soon on the No Respawn channel. Something that I've been really excited about and I really want to show you guys. I've already showed these guys and they seem to really like it. So get ready for that. No specific release date, but we'll make sure to make an announcement for that as well.
Yeah, for sure. I think when it comes to Respawn, Luis, Jared, all of us have said this, we really want consistency on there, and we're all human, so there's moments where even I fail to publish a video. Like, I have videos uploaded on it and I have yet to publish them, and I will be publishing them, but Jared's really helping me out by posting some videos on there too. So there's going to be videos on there, but also I believe with this podcast, correct me if I'm wrong, we are going to try testing out putting some gameplay footage to, for the YouTube viewers, have something to watch.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Because I've been running the idea of backdrops, back and forth, especially because this one we made just back in like 2022 or 2021. I just kind of put it together kind of quickly. So I thought, why not try to make a new one? But I might still make a new one, especially at least for the Spotify cover. But as far as the YouTube one, maybe we're just gonna put gaming content in the background, just the chill stuff that we play. But yeah,
for sure. Yeah, I could see us doing that for sure. And I think speaking of gaming, with like no respawn, we really wanted to have just a variety of games, and that's why you're seeing Jared post the video that he's gonna post soon. I'm not gonna spoil it. I almost did. And then you're going to be seeing some Dragon Ball videos from me. You're going to see Dragon Ball videos from Luis and Jared too, for sure. Like videos where we're all working together, collabing on it, or videos where it's just one person or two people and so on. There's going to be a variety of stuff coming out for No Respawn. There isn't any particular game we're only going to play on it, mainly because it's just whatever we feel like playing. And Luis and I just recently purchased a couple of games, or I purchased a couple of games. Luis purchased a game with me. He recommended it, and that is a game that probably won't say anything on right now too much. It might be the background video for this game, and it might be named in the description if it is what I think it is. And yeah, I could see us definitely having some background videos, honestly making videos in general on games together, whether it be single player or not. This game that we're going to be putting in the background is probably a good example of a game that we'll be playing together in the future for a video, just for fun, honestly.
Yeah, no, definitely. Especially too, I guess not to necessarily announce it too much, like concretely, but there's something that I'm working on, especially just because I've always liked listening to like horror podcast things and stuff like that, especially on my commutes to work last year. So I always wanted to do my own take on it, so expect something like that in the near future as well, especially because it's the time for it, man. It's the season for it, now that we're indoors, now nice and cozied up, I think it's a good time for it. So yeah, I'm excited to put that stuff out there as well. Yeah, pretty much it. There's just more consistency, more variety coming out, especially onto No Respawn. The main MidFall channel, where this is going on, primarily will be for more higher production stuff once we get there. But we said it before, that's us just getting together, putting like a whole like video vlog type style video of the time that we the compilation times that we had together or whatnot, or like music videos even, and just other stuff like that. So yeah,
for sure, you're gonna see some creativity coming from us. I think in general that'll be something that just happens over time. So for now, I'm just gonna segue us into the actual topics of the podcast. Those were the announcements. We could have honestly talked about that for another 10 or 15 minutes, but here's the first thing I want to ask you two. With Thanksgiving coming up, is there anything at the moment that comes to mind, like, oh, I'm thankful for this, or I'm grateful for this? Like, what are you thankful of already in the month of November, or even so far this year, is what I could ask you.
Well, you want to go first, Jared?
Sure, why not? For this, Well, probably for the last month, I'm thankful that, we created a whole album. That was a lot of fun to make with Luis, and as well as Mr.Yosh as well, if you listen to the last track. But also, I'm very thankful that it was a very, the creative process of making that album allowed me to make more things than I normally would have made. Most of the time I focus on the music aspect of everything that I create. However, because making this album in such a short amount of time, it allowed me to start exploring drawing a little bit. It started to help me explore creating actual Let's Play video that you may or may not see in the foreseeable future. But I'm very thankful that I've had the opportunity to allow those creative juices to flow into the main MidFall channel as well as No Respawn. But I'm also thankful for y'all for bringing me on to this, because this has been honestly quite a lot of fun. This has been quite a lot of fun, a lot of creativity, a lot of just actual fulfilling work, I should say. Fulfilling work that, maybe we're not as big as we really want to be at the moment, but I'm still having fun creating what we're creating. So I'm very thankful for that.
Yeah, definitely. That segue on that. But, backing it up, definitely the album, definitely making all this stuff. Because even the album, it's as great as it could be. And what I will say about it is that everything flowed, at least creatively with it, once all the pieces were kind of set. It was one of those times where you're putting the puzzle together and oh, I found this piece. Oh, this piece goes, oh, sheesh. Wow, I found the next one. And so it's just it's kind of how it felt. Obviously, there were those difficult parts of oh my god, I can't find this part, or but yeah, it was cool. It was just a cool thing. And what was great about it too was that it was daunting, but in a way where it was still within your control. Just because it's the outcome is based on the exertion that you're placing in it. And I don't know, I guess direction is what I've really needed, and I needed to go ahead and create that direction myself. And that was cool. And that was cool to, I'm just basically thankful that I think I found a direction. And that is just with my friends, just doing what we want.
Yes. That's funny you say that with direction, because that was pretty much what I was going to say too. I'm pretty thankful of where I am right now. I'm really happy with where I am right now. And especially when it comes to social life and stuff like that, I took a step forward and I joined a basketball league and started meeting new people, started hanging out with my teammates, and it's really nice to meet new people and play a game I love. I love basketball. So that's one thing I'm thankful of, that I get the opportunity to do stuff like that. But I'm also really thankful of where we are as the three of us in terms of MidFall. Jared said this, we're not at the exact point we want to be at, but we know that the steps we're taking are going to get us to there. And so we have the direction that we know we have to go through. And it's more so we're not scared of the unknown. We know that this is territory for certain things we've never been through, uncharted territory in a sense. But we're building a trust in each other, and we've had this trust in each other to an extent too, that if Josh doesn't get a no respawn video out, we're not going to chastise him. Jared's going to get a no respawn video out regardless, we're going to have each other helping each other and backing each other up.
Carry the boats.
Yeah, and the logs. So I'm really thankful of the three of us being able to do that pretty unconsciously. we've had talks about it in person, I'm sure, various times, but when it comes to actually doing it, we haven't had to like ask someone to do something for us. People just do it, and it really helps alleviate the load for the work. So I'm really thankful of the vibe that we're getting with this so far.
Yeah, we really, at least like for me, I really got just tired of like wanting to do something for a while, feeling like I don't know, just don't have time, or I'm putting it off. But you know, you can do this, and you can have, well, essentially what I'm trying to say, you can go ahead and pursue what you want, you know, and you can also have a full-time job and be a responsible person, you know. So yeah, because thankfully we've been at least very consistent within meeting at a scheduled time to go ahead and record these things.
Yes.
So thankful for y'all's time to actually be able to do this.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep. It's all about putting that foot forward.
Yeah, I think it really is. Like, you put your foot forward, but also, I'm sure you guys heard, I've said this multiple times, but putting your foot on the gas pedal and, you know, just revving the engine, just going, but also knowing when to take breaks and stuff like that. I think that's something that we've done a pretty good job at. Like, there was a week or two ago where we decided not to record a podcast episode, but we got so many other things done in the time that we would have recorded a podcast episode that it made it easier for the next weeks to get podcast recorded.
Yeah,
so it was just so much easier to get things done as a group.
It's really cool too. I honestly, what keeps me kind of motivated too is just kind of how Jared was just like, because, you know, we kind of, I guess, are starting just this whole thing where it's like, check out what I did, you know, like, hey, I got something, you know. It's just like, you know, everyone, it brings it out on everyone to go ahead and want to make something as well, to chip into that, you know. And yeah,
I agree. I definitely see that vibe being something that we'll do. Like, what was your thought process, Jared, when you recorded the video that you recorded that you're going to put out on the response soon? Was it just like, hey, I'm going to play this, I might as well record it, or what was it?
Honestly, it was pretty much just that. It was pretty much just that. I was watching a YouTuber that I've been recently following, and he just started playing this specific game, and, you know, I thought it looked really cool, and I was like, oh man, you know, I wish I could play that. And I was like, wait a minute, I can. So I literally just got up to it, started, I bought it, and then I was like, why don't I try making a video out of this? Because I have a PlayStation 5, and, you know, it can also screen record through it. So I just tried it out, put on my Logic on my MacBook, and then just did a quick video for like 30 minutes. I was like, oh, all right, I don't know, that's it. And then it was all editing, whatnot, making sure everything sounded good, looked good, and yeah, that was about it. It really is just that putting that foot forward into it. Just don't really care about like what the bigger impact is going to be necessarily. It's just have fun with it. That's the core. That's the core of anything you want to create, is just have fun with it.
I agree. I definitely think the fun aspect is lost when you try to like do something like we're doing, and, you know, try to like make everything work like a system. Sometimes it's just about having fun and just doing it, and then seeing how it goes. Like, I would argue a lot of the big YouTubers they're where they are because they started with fun. They didn't just start doing it to make money. Like, they just did it, and then it made money. Like, then it blew up, or then they got a following.
Yeah.
It's about doing it for yourself, really.
No, because honestly, we are like making stuff, like creating, and then being like, all right, now, so where does this fit into like a schedule? You know, like where does this fit into like this whole like system, like type thing? So yeah, no, it's cool.
I agree. All right, so then I have to ask you guys, because I think, yeah, you guys both said what you're thankful of, and I did too. When it comes to Thanksgiving, what's your favorite thing that your family has around this time period? Like, favorite eats on Thanksgiving, if you guys do Thanksgiving foods?
Thanksgiving foods. Well, let me tell you about this. Give me 1 second. Actually, Jared, go ahead first, really quick. Sorry.
No
Do you
problem.
have anything?
No problem, mans. Well, one of the things I like about Thanksgiving is that, obviously there is a plethora of food that is made during this beautiful holiday time. I do have a couple favorites. One of them would be having yams with some marshmallows baked on top. Scrumdiddlyumptious. The mac and cheese, brother. The mac and cheese with some turkey, brother. Some rolls, obviously, getting some nice cooked veggies, bro, right in there. Oh, get the nice seasoning on them, get the nice little crisp to it.
Oh yeah.
So you have a very traditional, American Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. We don't really we haven't really substituted much to it. It's mostly the basic stuff that you have besides mashed potatoes. We don't really have mashed potatoes.
All right, now let me ask you this. Because this part I actually don't necessarily know about you specifically. Where does your family originate from? At least have they always been here in the in the Bay Area?
I believe my mother's side originates more from Louisiana, I believe.
See, because I felt like there was just a southern influence, especially to this as well, so that's why I was asking.
There is. And also, my dad's family is kind of all over the place, but the core of the family comes from Mexico. So we have a little bit of influence on there. Not too much on Thanksgiving, more so for other things. But it's sprinkled. It's sprinkled in.
Nice, dude.
Yeah. What about you, Lush?
So for me personally, my family, we're Mexican, but I think within maybe the last, let me see, below 10 years, sub 10 years, we started having, I guess, more traditional Thanksgiving, where we'll have a turkey or something like that, and just because on some years we're let's not necessarily go out anywhere, let's just have dinner at home. So yeah, on those dinners it's primarily turkey. We'll have enchiladas probably as well. Let me see, some enchiladas. We'll have rice as well. What I really like though, it's mainly I guess traditional, I guess to my family, just mainly because of me. I really like this food called tortas de papa, which is just basically mashed potatoes that contain, different types of cheeses, a different type of cheese or two, and you just roll them up into a patty. You bread it and then you deep fry it, and wow, does it obviously taste as good as it sounds. Just mashed potatoes with cheese and breaded, mac and cheese bites essentially.
What is it called again?
Tortas de papa.
Okay, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, dude, I'm sure you've had them before, in a certain situation, but yeah, they're pretty good. Besides that, we'll at around this time right now too, my family's making pozole, So we'll have that as well. But yeah, pretty much it.
Wait, is that what I had for the first time at your place before I left?
I believe so, yeah.
Dude, it was so good. Oh my god.
Yeah, dude. Especially like right now, like when it's cold.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, the chicken is chicken in it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Like a chicken leg.
Dude, that chicken was so good. Oh my god.
Yep.
No, but I'm kind of like a mix between you guys where we do have classic American dishes, but we also have non-American dishes. Like we do ham and stuff like that at my house.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I like is every now and then, either for Christmas or for Thanksgiving, my family does lasagna, and that's my favorite food. So it's always like, dude, that it slaps. It's so good.
Yeah.
And then there's just a whole bunch of different things they do that I love. It's amazing, especially when it's not the same food every year. Because I think if they slightly change it to where like, okay, we're gonna move this dish to be for Thanksgiving and this dish is gonna switch to be for Christmas. I like when my family does that because then I don't get tired of it every year.
No, let me ask you this: like, if you're like hosting like a Friendsgiving type deal, or whatever, like what, like if you're hosting, right? Let's just say that you're hosting, like Thanksgiving. Like, what is gonna be in your Thanksgiving? Like, may I give you an example? Like, I'll go first, just to give an example.
Yeah.
Like, for me, if I'm inviting you guys to Thanksgiving, like, obviously I'm expecting you guys, like, hey, bring whatever you guys would like, obviously, to make it some sort of potluck, like a side. If anybody wants to, also try their hand at, like, a mac and cheese, like, go ahead and also do that, so we can have, like, a mac and cheese, like, freaking contest, or just, like, a variety. But, I feel like that would be, like, super cool. Like, let's have a mac and cheese not eating contest, but a mac and cheese rating contest at, like, my Friendsgiving. I'd like that. But we'll probably do, like, the main course, which would probably be, like, the turkey. I might actually have somebody, if I have anybody more skilled that's coming to it, I might have them take it up. But heck, if you're coming to my place, I will take that upon myself to do the YouTube search and all that. If not, once again, I'll just buy the turkey and then just give it to somebody else. But yeah, that, and then you'll see tortas de papa there too. You will probably, for drinks, you'll have your water, but I don't know if I will be like a soda guy, to be honest. Just really thinking about it deeply now. But you will see Maker's Mark whiskey there, is what I can tell you. I'll probably get soda, obviously, for everybody else, but what else, dude? Let me think. Lasagna, honestly, I'll probably have that as well. That sounds like a whole like mix of things. But let me think about it like this. Ideally, to narrow it down, I'm gonna have turkey there. I'm gonna have mac and cheese there. I'd like for somebody, primarily Jared, probably, because bread guy, big bread guy. I've seen him, make bread before. I would imagine he would be the one bringing like some sort of like, rolls or something, like some bread rolls, or just bringing any sort of bread to pair along with everything. And then what else could you expect? I don't know. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Some potatoes.
For me, if I'm hosting like a Thanksgiving thing, like I've had Friendsgivings before, and the host typically did like the turkey, the main thing, and sometimes they had like 2 or 3 extra sides that they made, which is nice. and then everyone would volunteer to make something that they know they can make that people will like. That's what we did. Like, I think one year I made like a dessert. I made, Luis, you and your sisters have had it. Remember brigadeiro?
Yeah.
So that Brazilian simple dessert, but it's like a classic in Brazil. So I offered to do that for my friends, and I did that. And the friends that tried it loved it. The friends that were too scared to try new food
Chocolate
didn't
balls.
love it because they didn't try it.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
it was
really?
so good. Yeah, they didn't want to try it because they were scared of it. It was weird. And so I think it's just like a culture thing because they're so used to eating their American food, they didn't want to try something that didn't look like American food to them, I guess.
Yeah.
But anyways, I think it's just like for me, everyone in the party is going to be like, oh, I'm good at making this, I'll bring this. That's what I like to do. I personally am not a fan of the host making a list and saying, all right, who's going to make this dish? As if they chose the dishes for everybody. Kind of currently going through that with a Friendsgiving of a sort. I might go, I might not go, because I was given a list after like 90% of the people signed up to make stuff. And so there's like 3 things left, and I've never made those 3 things, so why would I make those 3 things? Like, I don't trust myself to make a dish I've never made for people. That's weird.
Yeah.
So that's just how I feel about it. I don't know, I'm not too sure if I'm going to go to that Friendsgiving, because that's a lot to handle for a Friendsgiving to be told you got to make this dish or this dish or this dish. Those are the only options you have. It's like, damn. Couldn't give me some leeway?
Gashish. Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, I mean, what... Go ahead, Jared. What about you?
I guess kind of a combination of what you guys were saying. Definitely allow people to kind of make what they want to make, but at least, let them know that, like, hey, this person's bringing this, so you really don't have to make this, or, just so that everyone's kind of on the same page of what's being brought and what isn't. So there's just not like a super amount of food that like we're not all gonna finish all at once. I remember, actually, I kind of have a funny story about this. This was back during college. I believe my first year, where we had a Friendsgiving with some other people down in the dorms. Excuse me. And, we made a list, everyone brought things that they were gonna bring. I made some mac and cheese. My roommate was making like 5 different things at once. I have no goddamn idea why. Bro even made a whole ass turkey too. I was like, okay. And so we brought it over to their place. I also brought like a whiskey. And while we were there, it was a very nice time. Everyone was having a lot of fun. I was 12 shots down and
oh my god,
drunk out of my goddamn mind. It was a lot of, like I said, a lot of fun. I remember once everything was done, we were cleaning up, and I remember that I was helping them, just put away stuff, bring stuff back to my dorm, chairs as well, food, yada yada. And then afterwards, after putting everything back, I went to my bedroom, and then the next thing I knew, it was like 4 a.m. Everyone was still up. I was completely sober for some fucking reason. I was like, what the fuck? What happened? And then next thing I knew, like, one of my roommates and his friends were like trying to get their phone back from possibly like this homeless dude who stole it from them or something like that. Another roommate was like watching like a freaking like a comedian with one of his friends as well. And I'm just like, what happened? Where have I been? But But yeah, to get back to the point, make sure that everyone wants to bring what they want, but obviously to let them know that, like, hey, don't double up. Don't double up.
Yeah. No, I get you.
Just
Were you gonna say something, Luis?
Just present the option.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, it's definitely that. Like, everyone has the option to bring something. I don't mind if people don't necessarily bring something, like cooked food.
No, like
but,
I said, the mac and
bring
cheese.
a drink or something.
You can double up on the mac
yeah.
and cheese. Give me a variety on that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know?
Yeah, because not everyone makes the same mac and cheese. I don't think people realize
No,
that.
yeah, there's
some people
different.
put breading, some people don't.
That's what I'm
Some
saying.
people broil the top, some people don't.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
And the
saying.
noodles. The noodles matter too.
Whatever is the highest possible chance of giving me a better mac and cheese that night, you know? Because, yeah. So if 3 people do it, okay. Good. Thanks. Thank you.
Yeah.
I have choices now.
Yeah, dude.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Okay, but that brings me to a very important question. Probably the highlight of this episode of the podcast. Now it's time for you guys to blind rank food, Thanksgiving edition.
Bet.
You ready?
Go ahead.
Let's do it.
So I'm going to be writing these down as you say it. That way you don't have to worry about where you put it unless you want to remember yourself. But this applies for both if you want to ask these, so just answer it when you can. So, the first food that you're blind ranking, Thanksgiving edition, is a Thanksgiving ham. Where would you put that 1 through 5?
I'm gonna put that 5.
Damn.
Yeah.
Which one was it? Thanksgiving turkey?
No, ham.
Thanksgiving ham? You said 5? That's okay. Reasonable.
Because, like, you know, it's the tradition is turkey. Like, I'm not hating on anybody that chooses ham, but for me, bro, we got turkey. We're going for turkey here.
Okay. I can kind of see the vision. I'm off at 3, though. I'm going 3, I'd say.
Okay. All right. So you guys
like, good
put
ham,
3 to
dude.
5.
Good ham. It's good ham.
Yeah. Put that like cranberry sauce puree, whatever it is.
Or whatever
Alright.
it is.
Yeah. All right. The next thing. The next thing is Thanksgiving turkey. Where are you putting turkey?
Herc.
Arguably the symbol of Thanksgiving. Pretty much the symbol of Thanksgiving, to be honest.
2.
This is Thanksgiving is Santa Claus right here.
Yeah.
This is this is birthdays of me. Let me see. Now that I brought myself into the equation. But let me see. 2.
Okay. So you both put in at 2. That's fair. Fair assessment. Now,
Yeah.
shit's about to get real. Where are you putting mac and cheese?
1.
See.
Where else?
Yeah, 1.
Okay. Now you both
I
put
wouldn't
mac
know
and
what
cheese
else
at
to
number
go.
1. Shit's about to get even more real. Where are you
I want
putting?
this.
Where are you putting mashed potatoes? And in Luis's case, tortas de papa.
Damn. Where? What are my spots?
You have 4 and 5 left. Jared has 3 and 4.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm gonna go with 4 on that one then.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
4.
Painfully. I would have
Alright.
preferred it for it to be 3, to be honest.
Oh my god. Alright, now the last
Ideally.
one left. This one, Jared might be happy with where he's putting it. This is yams with marshmallows.
Oh,
For sure, 5 is my perfect list.
The perfect ranking, brother.
Oh my god, so with that, Jared's list is mac and cheese number 1, turkey number 2, yams with marshmallows number 3, mashed potatoes / tortas de papas number 4, and ham number 5. And Luis has mac and cheese number 1, turkey 2, ham 3, tortas de papas 4, and yams with marshmallows 5.
If there was any way that I could have made this better, first of all, that was a good one, to be honest. If there was any way to make this one better, I would have said maybe replacing the tortas de papa with maybe the mac and cheese, to be honest.
Yeah.
Damn.
But honestly, then switching the mac and cheese with the ham.
Okay, yeah.
So then putting the mac and cheese in 3. Honestly, actually, moving those up a level. So putting the tortas de papa at 1, mac and cheese at 2, turkey at 3, fucking ham at 4, and then the yams can go to 5.
Damn. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think, Jared? How do you think your list went?
Perfect.
Really?
I have no complaints whatsoever. I'm solid. I'm happy.
Okay. Now
Yeah,
one
it's
last
pretty good.
question.
No, I mean, yeah. That's good too.
Yeah. I think I would probably have a list similar to your guys's. Turkey, honestly, over the years has gone down for me because a lot of people don't know how to make a good turkey. So turkey would be around number 3 for me, give or take. And then mac and cheese is always number 1. Yeah, turkey's been pretty dry whenever like other people make turkey. My family luckily does it right, from what I remember. It's been a while. It's been a whole year almost. So.
Dude, think I need about to get a refresher.
Yeah, I gotta get a refresher on how it tastes. Pause. But anyways, last question for this episode. A big thing is coming up in a couple of weeks, and we all know what it is. It's actually 2 big things. It's 2 I wouldn't say holidays, but like they're known as like these names: Black Friday, Cyber Monday, whatever. What are we looking forward to buying?
Well, I already kind of made my purchases, which were just like hoodies, and then like I've still been sampling, you know, the stuff, but if I'm looking at anything else, then probably stuff to continue on with my setup, with my room, my whole room setup. Yeah, I feel like it'll just boost my efficiency along with everything else. And yeah, just having a whole nice little space is gonna be nice.
Yeah. What about you, Jared?
Yeah, kind of in the same vein. Mostly just stuff for my setup, whether that be for musical purposes or just full-on just upgrades to what I already have. Other than that, probably gifts, because, you know, it'd be a good time to do it. So that way everything can get set up, ready to go. And, you know, don't have to wait till the last minute and then like, oh no, something sold out. I can't get them this, you know. So, yeah, that'd be pretty much it. What about you, mens?
Dude, that's something my family's been pretty bad at when it comes to gifts. We do a Secret Santa, and I love Secret Santa. I think it's amazing. I think it's fun. And we use like the Elfster app, so you can just, you know, Elfster, if you want to sponsor this channel, let us know. Hit our email. But you put a list of like your wish list, and someone can claim it like, oh, I've purchased this, so other people don't purchase it. And so people in your Secret Santa can look at the list, and people who are not in the Secret Santa, if you make it public, can look at the list too and buy you gifts. And so my family starts it out like way too late. Basically like when December's starting, when we should be starting it before Black Friday starts, so we can get those purchases, like Jared just said. So I'm probably going to talk to my cousin about that sometime soon to set it up, because I feel like it's pretty important to get that set up early on, because I'd rather just buy it early, like you said. So Black Friday, some presents if I can think of any, if we're not doing the Elfster thing just yet, because I do want to buy gifts for my family, at least some of them, because, you know, some of them it's easy to buy stuff for. And then I bought stuff already, like new basketball shoes. I just needed to buy it, but part of me wishes I could have waited if I had the chance, but I didn't, because if I could have waited, it probably would have been on sale. So honestly, just maybe a couple of shirts here and there for Black Friday, and then I don't know if I'll get a computer part or anything for Cyber Monday, but anything that helps organize my room, like you guys said, because my room, it has a lot of stuff in it, and I feel like if I got like, honestly, either like a shelf or even like a mini couch that folds out into a bed or something would be nice to have in this room, just to be able to like be able to stay in this room the whole time and not leave my room to go to like bed and relax for a bit, because I like being in my office and working. So if I had something like a mini couch to where I could just chill on that couch and it could fold out or something, that'd be pretty dope.
Why don't you go ahead and get like a Japanese bed type thing?
Yeah.
You know, like a little thing that like folds out or something. You know?
Like a futon?
Yeah, I don't know. I just remember like Joe from JK had something like that in his office that like just like yeah, because I guess you know people obviously like you like being able to sleep in their office.
Yeah. Honestly, it is pretty nice to be able to just work in your office, and then if you want to take a break, you can stay in the office.
Or like a Murphy bed.
Yeah, Murphy bed.
Like those closet beds, yeah.
Maybe if I had my own house someday, I could do that. Having a Murphy bed built into the wall, or at least attached to the wall somewhat. Well, yeah, that is pretty much it for the episode. Do you guys want to say any last remarks before we call it here?
No, not at all. Just please keep streaming Black MidFall. Closing samples on the way. No respawn content on the way, as always.
Yes.
You know, now like weekly, consistently, like there should be stuff for sure coming out. Hopefully, you know, it just comes out. Or sorry, hopefully we can, you know, catch a train of like where we're uploading multiple times a week. You know, now we have hopefully 2 ideas that we can upload. You know, at this current moment, with the Sparking Zero stuff that we have from Josh, and then the potential series. You can just stutter it. You can just cut that part out. Yeah, or you can go ahead and check out the new gaming series as well that Jared's working on as well. So yeah, as well as the you know, new horror podcast as well, and Chris from Crypt website. That's where you will find the Black MidFall merch when that comes out as well. That will be on the link tree below. Everything that I've already talked about, the Black MidFall album, you will find that on the link tree. The, you know, Respawn YouTube channel, you will find on the link tree, as well as MidFall99 Instagram, the Black Boyo the Black Pumpkin account on Instagram. That is Jared's music account, and then Jared's Instagram and Josh's Instagram, Yosh Network.
Yes. Yeah, everything is going to be there. We're going to make sure we keep the link tree always up to date. So if you guys are ever confused about anything, the answer will always be in the link tree. The answer will be the link tree for sure. We're going to make sure that stays up to date every single time, especially because all of us have access to it, so we can always keep it up to date if the other people are too busy. All that jazz. Like Jared just did that and it was perfect. So it's going to keep going that way. Everyone's going to keep it up to date. But make sure you guys... Jared, is there anything else you want to say or no?
No, I think you guys pretty much hit the nail. All
right. Yeah, make sure you guys leave a follow, subscribe, whatever platform you're on, whether it be Spotify, YouTube, anything else in the future. This video is coming out very soon after recording, so make sure you check out the gameplay footage that's going to be put over it. It's most likely going to be footage of Luis playing a game, or me playing a game, even Jared playing a game too, actually, could be. It's just whatever game that we find works for the episode. It's just going to be just background footage, filler footage, just for fun. So if anybody wants to watch something while watching or listening to the video, they can do that, but it's not necessary. But yeah, make sure you guys leave a follow, subscribe, all that jazz. Next episode's going to be hosted by Jarut Sandstorm, so be ready for that. And yeah, hope you all have a great week or weekend.
Yes, sir. We'll see you guys in the next one. See you.